Good morning, folks. G-Rift here. Just want to take the first couple seconds of the video. Doesn't seem like much. 10 subscribers. Just want to thank y'all for letting me talk at you, for sticking around. Yeah, pretty cool. Double digits in a couple weeks. Not bad, so thanks. But the real point of the video today, Sbmm, which stands for somebody buy my microtransactions. No, skill-based matchmaking. I'm sure you all know and love it. Let's not get it twisted here. There's been skill-based matchmaking in every Call of Duty generally. In some fashion, it is there. In most games these days with an online scene or some sort of competitive aspect, there is skill-based matchmaking. It's just how it is. You're lumped together, right? There's pubs, but generally it's separated in the publics where, you join in, you play, your lobbies don't disband based on how many kills you had or what kill-death ratio you had, or league play, where there's a skill-based matchmaking system, whether or not it's based strictly on stats or, you play enough, you get so many wins and you get points and your wins and losses, however that works. Generally, that's how it is. In these last couple Call of Duties, man, this skill-based matchmaking, Why So Serious had a nice stretch of videos on this patent that came in where, it would adjust skill-based matchmaking on the fly in-game. It would nerf bullet damage. It would make aim assist go all wonky all over the place to put you in these lobbies and basically make your games with people exactly like you. Modern Warfare was kind of the first time I noticed it drastically. I was playing with somebody far better than me, and we would alternate games where he would just clean up. He was the cream of the crop. He was just top tier, and I would go into play, and I would get dusted, right? It would disband the lobby, put him back down into a lower cut where we weren't just the cream of the crop, we were barely cream of the corn, and then he would just decimate again, and it would just throw me back into the top tier. But that was based lots on selling microtransactions. You get put into these higher bracket game modes where these competitors or these Call of Duty MLG Super Sweat athletes, they're buying these bundles and you see the guns and you think to yourself, holy man, they're playing at this high of a skill level. I wonder if it's because they spent $26.99 CAD in a shop on a frickin' Ice Dragon skin that when I switch the attachments on it to make a meta, it doesn't even work. It's a mindset thing. So Modern Warfare was the first to kind of introduce it, and people at that time had already thought it was extreme. Then Cold War came out, and they added a couple more knobs and turned them all, I don't even know. Cold War was down to the point where based on how you moved, if you jumped corners when you were playing, if you slide canceled the entire game, it felt as if skill-based matchmaking would throw you into lobbies that way. So the average kill-death ratio went down big time in Cold War. Lots of these top, like Scump, his KD was it wasn't even a 2, right? Where other YouTubers in Black Ops 4, they were above 2, 3, 4 kill-death ratio. So lowering the average KD now meant that if you do good one game and you have a 3 kill death ratio because you sat in a corner and you played freaking rat style, now maybe all of a sudden you're playing against these top tier competitors because their kill death ratios aren't actually that much higher. So it brought the whole, even though the skill level still exists, it lumped everybody together when you skill-based matchmake, where these players who aren't so good are now playing these players who are very good. And it's very difficult to get better when you do good in one match, and then you got to get stomped for the next 6 to be put in a lobby where you can actually play. Back in the old days, sometimes you got in a lobby and you stayed in there because you saw that one guy on Black Ops with those frickin' skull and crossbones at 10th Prestige who just kept kicking you and kicking you and kicking you. And then all of a sudden you got him and it was like sweet victory. And you stayed in that lobby just to headhunt that guy. Where now you go 5 and 16, it puts you in a bad lobby. Well, then you go 20 and 15 and the game's like, are you ready for the big leagues? Like 20 and 15, you went positive, and I am positive you ready to play on the main stage. And it's not a good look. We're in Vanguard now. At first, the skill-based matchmaking was noticeable, I would say. But playing after the New Year's here, after all the holiday noobs left, I'm beginning to think that all these YouTube videos are getting to Activision. I don't believe the player base is there, right? So the skill-based matchmaking has to change in some fashion because with not as many people in the pool, it can't skill-based matchmaking you properly. I've been noticing when I play, I'm in the same lobby with certain guys 3-4 games in a row now. So have they dialed it back to kind of get to the old style of COD where you have the mix of a couple good players, a couple bad players? Is it based on their pacings? Who knows? But I don't think skill-based matchmaking is good for a game. If you had it separated into the league play and into the pubs, then maybe you could have an argument where the skill base is strictly on those who want competitive nature, who are playing to sweat and hone their skills. But you're telling me now on a Saturday night when I want to kick back and eat Doritos and have cheesy joysticks that I got to be top tier, that I can't sit down and have two sweet chili heat Doritos because I got to get quick scoped across the map? It doesn't make any sense. There is no more relaxation. Everybody's trying to make money off this shit. They're trying to Twitch stream. You got TTV, you got YouTube, you got everybody playing as if they're hooked up to life support, and if they do not go positive, they will be unplugged from it. And lumping those players into the same casual base who just get the off game where they're doing good does not make those players want to come back. And then you're going to throw them into these guys with all these skins and all these guns, and that's just a twisted way of sucking your fan base dry that is already shrinking. Like, I understand that essentially these games are like mosquitoes for our wallets, but at least let the players playing enjoy it, So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Bit of a rant this time. But I have noticed Vanguard, skill-based matchmaking is getting better. Warzone's a whole different ballgame. People still hop in lobbies with people with lower KDs to get in it, but that's neither here nor there. I think the issue at this point has been somewhat addressed, and from what I can tell in the multiplayer, it is somewhat being taken care of. So hopefully they bring Call of Duty back to its former greatness. It's got more problems than Sbmm, but thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.